Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to a new episode from the Exiled Lands, Conan Exiles. So, during the last video, I actually managed to get myself quite a few valuable items. One of them is chest plate, which is legendary. I also got myself the River's Axe, and I got a pretty decent sword for my follower. But now I do need some more. I am getting close to level 60 and I want to get there so I can unlock more knowledge and to unlock the ultimate tools, which are the star metal tools. And of course the ultimate crafting tables, as well as the pure aloe extract, although this one is going to be easier to reach. So I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of extracts with me, because I'm planning to raid the Unnamed City again. Let's see, I should have some aloe around here. Fortunately, I didn't have that much space in the alchemist bench because I didn't upgrade it yet, so it's not that good. Yeah, so my advice, if you're going on experience farming, it's best to actually have some of those potions with you, those extracts. As I mentioned when I started this new playthrough, this is also a chance for new players to see what they can actually do in the game without having to rush too much. Let's see, before those are getting ready, might as well upgrade the Tome of Hurak. Just need, there we go. So the reason why I'm upgrading this is because I want to unlock as many spells as possible. At the moment I'm aiming for one that's allowing you to harvest a lot of resources. I don't remember exactly at which level you can do that. Let's see, next I need some flesh apparently. That will have to wait. Now, I'm going to take my follower with me. I just need to make sure that he has plenty of food. After all, this is how he gets to heal. Okay, so I have some food. I have plenty of water now. Yeah, so my aim right now is to go inside Scottler's shortcut and deal with the boss there. Hopefully get another decent legendary weapon. Now after that I want to go deal with some more skeletons in the Unnamed City, because that will surely allow me to level up both myself and my friend over here. So if I'm going there, Last time when I was there, I was able to defeat two of the bosses in the Unnamed City. Got some really nice items from them, so it's a good chance to get some more. Now, if you are going to the Unnamed City, or you're going to some area where you know there's going to be sandstorm, which is usually somewhere from this point to around here, something like that, maybe even here. I don't remember the exact area, but I think this one should be it. Some other areas you are mostly safe from that sandstorm. So if you are in the area affected by the sandstorm, make sure to bring one of these with you, a sandstorm breathing mask. Or if you're going somewhere where there is a toxic gas, the same, take that with you. That will help you save on elixirs, and it can actually prove to save your life. I am also using it in fights, as most of the time I am using some noxious gas arrows. So this is actually one of the good spots to grind experience, as the spiders are quite easy to deal with. And as you can see, even though I'm level 52, I am quickly gaining that experience. Of course, I am playing on civilized settings, so it's going to be easier to level up. But once again, this is how I recommend to new players to go, as if you go on really hard settings from the beginning, you might not actually enjoy the game. Well, this only applies in case you're not a really big hardcore playing style fan. Then you might go with whatever settings you want. So once again, this is called Scuttler's Shortcut. It's a cave filled with lots of crystals. There are a few bits of gossamer and lots of spiders. But the most important part of it is over here, the boss room. Now, over here you have this man, Harpagus the Hatcher. He can teach you the religion of Zat. There are two small spiders around. One of them should be over here. And he is. Bye bye, little friend. There's another one on the other side. The main aim over here is to play with the boss. Now, since my follower is not really that strong, I will try to help him.
I will drink your blood. Feast upon you.
If you can apply some damage over time effects, like bleeding, which is what I'm doing now, that would be perfect. It will drain the health points a lot faster. If you're fighting this boss for the first time, don't expect it to go down that easily. I did get the chance to get some decent weapons before. Might actually seem very easy. Of course, you might have already done the same, so again it will be easy for you too. Okay, so this is actually very good for me. I was looking to get another of these. Okay, so I will actually take everything, and don't forget to harvest the boss. Now, the main reason why I want to do that is this skeleton key. Once you've got that, over here, right across the room from Harpagus, you've got a loot chest. This actually looks nice. It's also a light source. I am not sure that I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use it for starters anyway, because I need to add some improvements. I just want to test how good the light source works. It's not as good as a torch, but not bad. Yeah, so as I said, next destination is going to be inside the Unnamed City. I can actually reach it from the exit over here quite easily. I'll show you a small trick of how to get another legendary weapon. It's not very strong, but it's quite easy to get it. Well, unless there's been some change since I last played, because it has been some time. Okay, so before I go away, I do need some wood and some plant fiber. It's getting dark and my torch is already going down. I hate these guys. Okay, I nearly forgot about one aspect of the game, which is invest your attribute points. Yeah, so basically, as I said, I am going to show you how to get some legendary weapon. Let's see, I can actually get to the top. I really hate it when it's dark, because most of the times you cannot see much even with the torch. There's supposed to be a stairway around here. That is the one that allows me to go to the top. it was or something, I could easily see where it is. But right now, I feel like I'm blind. And I actually feel bad for this guy because he has to follow me around. If he was a player, he would be like, where the Pikachu are we going, mate? Are you trying to get me lost or something? So I'll just try my luck a little bit further. Okay, now this solves the problem. I was actually going the wrong way. As I mentioned before, I'm not a big fan of walking in the dark. So basically, you want to head towards the Unnamed City. And yeah, that would be this guy over here. Unfortunately for him, he is not that tough, so he's dead meat. Now you just need to make your way to the top. Okay, so right now you are on this wall. As you can see, it's basically the southern aqueduct, and on top of this you will find this guy. I think he's called the Watcher or something like that. He doesn't really have a name. But despite not having a name, he does have this, the Eye of the Watcher, which you can actually get pretty easily, as you could see. So in case you want a good sword somewhere mid-game or even early in the game, you can actually come and get this one. Honestly, I don't really bother about it, because I'm not much of a fan of the swords in the game. I don't use them. Either going for maces or war axes. And towards the end of the game, there are a couple of two-handed swords that are quite or great swords that are quite nice. But other than that, I'm sticking to these, and eventually some daggers or some poniards in order to deal some bleeding. It is important when you're fighting stronger monsters to have that bleeding. Okay, so as I said, it's also one way to avoid the red dragon that's waiting over here in the sky. I'm really not playing with him right now. For starters, I don't want to risk getting my troll killed. And the dragon usually doesn't have that really good drops. So, in my opinion, is not really worth fighting that much. There are, however, some skeletons over here which are worth it because they are giving you quick experience points.
To the heart of our empire. Behold the glory of our capital with a triumphant once. Take heart. I will feast upon you. For in time, the spires will come to heal. I have made a place for your people.
So again, as you can see, they also have some decent drops.
To wander the boulevards and admire the stone.
And even though I'm level 53, they are still giving me a lot of experience points. Not to mention, they cannot damage you that much.
I will feast upon you. Your blood.
Yeah, not worth it. Okay, so basically now I'm just gonna go close to the archives and then to the slave pits. Up so far, this seems like the most useful way for me to gain both experience and some materials, as well as fighting some of the more accessible bosses.
York will have your soul.
I really hate the fact that I didn't really invest in stamina yet. That now I actually have to take some blows from the skeletons. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the last streaming, it's up to you what you want to take from the skeletons. You don't have to take what I am taking. If you want to risk it a little bit, you can fight these guys. Usually right there in the back there is a mini boss, so-called commander. They are relic hunters, and if you get that guy, he will actually drop some decent armor pieces, epic ones, from a very good set. So if you have some way to easily kill them from the distance. They're worth it. Or if you're very good at dodging, again, it is worth it. Okay, so again, these annoying skeletons. Give me a break. So I didn't mention this before, but always be careful when you're fighting on a ledge. Fortunately, sometimes you can fall off, and not all the time you can find something to grab onto. And there's going to be an instant kill from over there to the bottom. So make sure to take some precautions. After all, you're here to get more resources, not to lose what you already own. So again, I'm having some issues understanding how that sword, my troll, works. The predatory sword.
I will feast upon you.
It's basically supposed to do lots of damage, but it seems like sometimes it's doing it, sometimes it's not doing it. I still didn't look into more information about it. I think there is some sort of effect, special effect. Or it's simply not good against undead. That might be it. So at this moment I'm really bad at receiving bleeding damage. Right, please die already. Okay, so I am close to what I need, which is level 20 in authority, well, 20 points invested, better said. Now, one of the good things these guys can drop is paddings. If you are planning on crafting some light armor, you could actually take those. During my last visit, I managed to get some heavy armor padding, which was very, very useful in my case, as I needed some new armor pieces.
Your heart will be eaten.
Might as well take these. It's not so easy to get them, since lately the crystals need to be harvested by hands or by spells. Yeah, so last time I was lucky enough and I managed to beat Mr. Boss Man over here, Keeper of the Flame. I just hope this applies again. Basically, we should be able to beat him faster.
I will feast feast upon you.
I now expose myself and might as well have better weapons. Okay, so he can deal quite a lot of damage, but usually he is worth it. You don't have to worry.
I will drink your blood. Your heart will be eaten.
He's down. Okay, so this time is not really that excellent. Although, to be fair, this armor is not that bad, even though it's a light one. The fragments of power are always worth it. The crystalline guardian leg is always worth it. Those perfect light paddings are not that easy to make, so again, that's good. Don't forget, usually there's something valuable here. Not very valuable right now. Yeah, so there's plenty of skeletons around. I am going to farm some experience from them. I don't need it. As I said, one of the main goals is to reach level 60 and unlock more knowledge. Also, the epic armors, which come in handy.
Your heart will be eaten.
Okay, so there are some places where you will find these shiny tablets. They really have some lore. Feel free to interact with them and learn more about the Exiled Lands.
Yogg will have your soul. I will drink your blood.
And so what's annoying about these skeletons, although they will not damage you a lot, the swords have that crippling effect. They will make you stagger, which means you're kind of wasting a little bit of time. And so, clearly after finished with investing points in authority. I need to get some more stamina, because right now I can barely do combinations with the mace, and that's very sad.
I will feast upon you.
So you'll be seeing me either getting purple lotuses or lotus powder. Same with crimson. It's because they're not so easily accessible. These and these, as well as these, and powder made out of them. Basically, in order to get one of them, I need to get somewhere around here. The second one is mostly found around here, so I don't want to go to those places. They are very valuable because you can make a potion which, or better said an elixir, which gives your trolls some extra damage. It's not a huge amount, but any improvement is better than nothing.
Your soul.
Okay, so right now I'm going for the Brute, the second boss of the Unnamed City. You can find them right over here. If you want to see all bosses from the Unnamed City, I actually have a video. I made it long time ago, where you can see where exactly you can find them, how tough they are, or how easy they are, because some of them are not so hard to beat. This guy is a little bit annoying. He is doing bleeding damage. That's the armor I'm wearing, and so the armor my troll is wearing is not so useful against him. To be fair, his normal attacks are not doing that much damage. So that might not be so bad. As you can see, this guy is a little bit easier to fight against than the Keeper of the Flame. So, again, he's quite a good source of useful items. Okay, so this was actually quite good. Managed to get another crystalline guardian part. These are actually quite nice. They do plenty of damage. They have the bleeding and the cripple effect. These I will hold on to, although I'm not much of a fan of light armors. let's not forget about this. I will wait until later. I'll start adding a little bit over here. Yeah, so pretty soon I am going to unlock the epic armors. So since I am over here, close to the spawning pools, you can find some little guys that will give you both valuable resources and some decent amount of experience points. They are dragon hatchlings. And there they are. They're basically a smaller version of the red dragon. Now,
will have your soul.
They can be easily defeated, but don't underestimate them. They can still kill you if you're not careful enough. And they will drop dragon bones, dragon horns. If you don't want to farm hides, you can farm your leather straight away from here. And that's quite useful, to be honest. Now, the better the tool, the better the farming goes. That's why I want to actually upgrade to the star metal ones. I need to wait until level 60 for that. Okay, now let's see. There is another one over here. Hello, my friend. Sadly, we're getting close to a location that will make you gain corruption.
Your heart will be eaten.
Okay, so I'm not here for the meat. If you want to get some leather, because you will need it, you can pop it onto your troll. That way you can carry more things. Okay, so as you come down here, there are two more you can play with without having to risk being in major danger. One of them is over there, and the second one is over here. Now, as you can see, they can be quite scary, even though they're smaller than the normal dragons. There's some loot you can get from here, not necessarily something very useful or very important. Now over there in the distance, that's not one of the enemies I want to fight right now. That's basically the red mother, the mother of dragons, and messing around with her is a little bit out of my league for the moment. There might be a chance I could take her on, but I don't want to risk it. First of all, I didn't bring my arrows. If I had some noxious arrows, that would be good. And also, I want to add some enhancements to those knives before I use them. So I'm not playing around with the Dragon Mama yet. Okay, might as well go play some more with the skeletons. After all, only 5 more levels. Not sure if they already spawned. Apparently not. Let's see, there should be some more around here. Hello, my friend. Yeah, so again, one of the resources that you cannot find everywhere on the map is this, the glowing goop. Which is nice for me to get out here instead of having to go all the way where it can be harvested. Although if you need larger quantities, that's kind of the only solution to go where you can get quantities. Yeah, so again, these guys will not damage a lot, but they are annoying with that staggering effect. Yeah, as you can see, usually leather is not so easy to get in this quantity early in the game. In fact, it's quite challenging to get it, or at least this fast. It will take quite some time. But if you come over here and you play with the dragons, you can easily get it. Now, over here, you've got one of the important NPCs, Warmaker Cliel.
I smell you. Ashes and
And
dust.
can talk to him a
Many
little bit.
ages turn.
He's basically one of the giant kings, or whatever this race is. Let's see if the skeletons, yeah, they're here. Hello, my friends, how are you? Ready to die?
I will feast upon you.
Let's see if these guys respawned. They did, that's good.
Yogg will have your soul.
Okay, again, they can actually drop quite decent quantities of paddings. Not really interested in the light ones. Let's see if the boss respawned. And he did. Come on. Usually this knife will cause you and your trolls triple effect, so you might want to take him out. before you fight the boss. The boss does that as well. After all, he is using a sword. Just remember,
I will feast upon you.
you can actually fight a little bit better with the shield.
Yogg will have your soul.
Or maybe not.
I will feast upon you. Your heart will be eaten.
Yeah, so sometimes it can be tricky to actually fight like this now when my troll is between those stones. At least he didn't fall to the map. Sadly, it can happen sometimes, and you will end up being on your own, which is not so good.
I will feast upon you. Your heart will be eaten. Yogg will have your soul.
Now, I just hope that this time he will actually drop something better. Let's see. Okay, this is not bad. No idea what the lies effect is. I did get some star metal bars, and those are valuable. Sadly, that chest didn't respawn, so I'll just have to wait until later. Let's see. Yeah. Hello, skeletons. Okay, these guys respawned as well. I can get one more level easily. Once again, the fact that I don't really have that much stamina and those swords with the crippling effect can be very annoying. Not to mention that this guy shoots very well and he will cripple you as well. Yeah, so basically, once you get some proper legendary weapons, like a decent mace, you can easily toy around with the skeletons over here. Right now I'm just playing with the hardened steel one. If you're getting a legendary one, the damage will be a lot higher. So usually in one combination they would be dead. Okay, looks like another level. So now I can invest some more in that grit. I am saving the last one for when I get back to my camp. I am planning to get a second troll. I'm using the War Party perk. Hello boys, do you want to play a little bit?
York will have your soul!
Okay, that's very nice. These are quite valuable. The big guy actually made fun of me with what he dropped.
I will feast upon you!
This just shows you that the drops are random, or sometimes, like this one, they won't drop anything. So you shouldn't just expect things if you come to find the skeletons over here.
Your heart will be eaten!
Okay, now let's fight Mr. Bossman one more time. Then again some more dragons. And after that, since I'm gaining quite a lot of weight, I will go back to my camp. I can also take that second troll and start raising him. Fortunately, I've already converted quite a few, so that's very helpful.
I will feast upon you!
So for some reason it's hard to stay behind this guy. Really, that's the best place for you to stay. As you can see, my troll actually has quite a lot of HP compared to me, and this guy is not even one of the top trolls when it comes to HP. In fact, he is quite bad. Okay, as I mentioned before, don't forget to bring your elixirs with you if you're coming over here. And most of all, don't forget to drink them.
Your heart will be eaten! I will drink your blood! I will drink your blood! Your heart will be eaten! I
And
will
down.
feast upon you!
Okay, and this is not bad, to be honest. This is valuable. This is very valuable. This is decent. These are always good. These I already have one set, so it's not necessarily the best thing that could happen to me, but still not the worst. Okay, now let's a little bit and go after some baby dragons. Yeah, so basically this will give me a chance to have a good start for some rare resources, because you will need those bones and dragon horns later on. Now, in case of skeletons or skeleton bosses, it's best to use a mace. When it comes to dragons, it's much better to use something that can deal some bleeding damage as well, such as the war axe. So another good resource you can get from these guys is the demon blood. You also need that one later. Again, there's a second baby over here.
Yarg will have your soul! I will feast upon
So I remember during my first playthrough, which was long time ago, I was really scared of stepping into this area. Basically, in order to get over here, I actually run along the map through here, avoiding the area quite a lot. I didn't really know what to expect. I was thinking that maybe there's a lot of creatures all over the place. But right now, I know that if you take some different routes, you can easily go from one place to the other. And this area is filled in with some NPCs that are neutral towards you, which means you can actually visit the big city over there. I will go through that in some other video. There is actually the cartographer, which is related to it. As you can see, it will challenge you to visit some places. So I will do that in a separate video. I don't want to go there just yet. In my case, I'm a little bit... I prefer to be cautious, to be honest, so once I get some good armor and some good weapons, then I can start exploring without having to stress about it too much. Because even in easy mode, in civilized mode as it is called, sometimes it can be risky. So just to make sure, I will just have everything ready and then be on my way exploring the entire map.
I will feast upon you!
Okay, so this dragon is kind of the last one I'm doing for now. Now, let's see if I can find some skeletons. I still want to get a level up. Yeah, so as I said, this is the red mother, the mother of dragons. She is quite tough, so I'm not messing around with her just yet. I will be coming after her at some point. She usually has some unique drops, so she is definitely worth challenging. One of them is a really good torch. If you want, you can have a look around some videos I posted some time ago, and you can see more about things I'm referring to. I do have some videos dedicated to some bosses or to some area bosses, I actually have one that covers all the bosses in this area, the Unnamed City. So if you're tempted to see before actually going after them, you can have a look. I know for sure that was the case for me, because as I mentioned before, I wasn't used to the gaming style. It was challenging for a while. So I was quite afraid, even on civilized settings, to step foot in here. I actually went to even more dangerous places before actually coming here. So boys,
I will feast upon you! Your heart will be eaten! Drink your blood!
okay, well, let's see if this guy responds so I can get one more perfect. He's back, which means I can get another legendary item before going away. Okay, so that guy is going back. That's a really annoying style. Down, boy. Okay, so I think something changed when it comes to stamina, because barely going up, even though I invested some points in it. Not sure exactly what happened. Yo, my friend, come over here. Okay, so we lost the boss. Yep. Well, I can at least loot his chest. So, sadly, the game can be glitchy sometimes, especially since there's lots and lots of updates, and that poor guy is just stuck inside the wall over there. Let's see, maybe we can trick him into coming over here. Or maybe he just went back to his place. No. So, apparently, I'm not getting another legendary object just now. Or item. I was actually looking forward to that. Hey, we cannot have it all. Okay, I want those. And unfortunately they're heavy, so I'm gonna have my friend over here carry them. Now, I did get some useful items. Whoa! Yeah, so I did get myself some fragments of power. Last time I was here, I mentioned something about them. I'll show you exactly one of the ways to use them to your advantage. Down, boy. Okay, so basically you have to get yourself over here inside the archives, where you will find the library of esoteric knowledge. if I remember the name well. I've already unlocked some knowledge over here. It's regarding that big map room in the middle. It's called Cartographer. Once more, if you don't want to go back on my previous videos, you can just interact with this guy here, the archivist,
afraid, bonded one.
and
I am
he will
just a
teach it to you.
shadow,
I've already learned it, so I cannot learn it again. If you want to see even more about what this map room does, you can have a look at one of my videos from some time ago related to the Exiled Lands, and you will see that it actually allows you to teleport in some places of the map. Now, going back to the fragments of power, as you can see, you can actually use them. Now, there are some different ways to use them. If you want, you can consume one and you will get yourself 10 knowledge points. In my case, I'm not interested in that. If you have them in your inventory and you interact with this, you will gain some scrolls. Now, these are random, but they will give you some items, some epic items. In this case, it's a battle spatula. It's not necessarily something incredible, but it does do a lot of damage, to be fair. Now let's see. I did get the bindings of that. Basically, those are used to drag NPCs that you knock down. Again, you just need to press use on the scroll and you will learn it. Now you can actually interact more times and you will get as many scrolls as you had fragments of power. Now, fortunately, I think it was 6 months ago or something like that, when every time you interact with it, it will give you a different object, a different scroll. It will give you something that you've already learned, unless it was changed back. So again, I did manage to unlock quite a few things. Let's see. Yeah, so as I said, these are the bindings of the dead. As far as I remember, they have a lot of durability, but there is currently a good event that will help you get your hands on something that's really, really good and easier. This one is also very good. And the venom infused sword is quite tricky to craft, but if I remember well, it will add some poison once you use it on your enemies. Of course, the ones that can be affected by poison, so that can be very helpful. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier about that map room, this is one of those obelisks. Usually they give some corruption once you get close to them, so that's the tricky part in it.
your
guy off
soul!
again. Okay, so basically you will have to come next to it, and as you can see, you can interact with it and attune to it. Once you've attuned to it, that means once you get that map room done, you can teleport here from anywhere you are on the map. So basically, let's say you are all the way over here, it will actually take you quite a lot of time to reach from this end to this other end. If you've unlocked that, if you've attuned to that obelisk and you have the map, and you don't have anything to worry. Now, as I mentioned quite early in this live stream, the Unnamed City is affected by the sandstorm. So once you see the winds, don't forget to start wearing your sandstorm mask. Otherwise you will start taking damage and basically be killed by the forces of nature instead of some annoying skeletons or some other enemies.
I will feast upon you!
So these guys were quite nice. I've got plenty of gold and quite a lot of silver. Those resources are not that easy to come by. It's not that hard anymore. It used to be a lot harder, but as I mentioned, it's also not easy. Okay, my friend, I need to go home. Yeah, so as you can see, the storm, even though it is quite powerful and it can kill you if you don't have the sandstorm mask, it's not blinding you all the way, so you can still fight. And you can still make your way out of this place. Wait, leave my friend alone. Okay, now it's time to actually exit. Now, I could go straight to my camp, but I'm going to do another run of Scuttler's shortcut, so I can actually gain some experience and get myself another legendary item from the legendary chest in there. Yo! Bye bye.
Yark will have your soul! Wow! I will feast upon you! Yark will have your soul!
Yeah, so you will see that I got myself plenty of elephant hides. And the reason why I did that is because you actually need elephant hides in order to craft epic armor. And sadly, if you're going to hunt elephants, they're not going to drop that many. So early on in the game I prefer to get them from wherever I can. Then later, when I don't have to stress that much about killing everything in the savannah easily, I can farm plenty of elephants. Okay, so I did mention in my previous visit over here there's an NPC over here, a relic hunter. Gilzan, the treasure hunter.
Good day, noble
If you interact with him, he will teach you an emote, or you can talk to him.
It seems that the relics are the entire point of this whole exercise.
So, let's see, last time I was here, and now it's morning. Yeah, these guys are called blood crystal rock noses. They're a bit difficult to defeat compared to the normal rock noses, although I don't know how this guy actually did it in 2 strikes this time. I think it's that sword. And the reason you want to get these guys is for the blood crystals, which are mostly used in crafting golems or golem parts like this, guardian parts. Although, to be honest, you cannot craft the crystalline ones, so yeah. Now, as I said, I do want to visit that boss one more time. Get another level up. After I reach my camp, I want to invest the 20th point in authority, so I can actually go with the war party, having 2 followers with me. For me, that's actually very, very useful. I don't know how it goes. From what I've seen, there's different preferences, but basically once you reach 20 points invested in this, in authority, you can either choose well trained, which means your follower will have increased attributes. Okay, so this guy actually got to level 20, and despite earning quite a lot of vitality points, his base vitality points are nothing, and that's why he's not so tough. Don't get me wrong, he is quite decent, to be honest. As you could see, he is good at fighting bosses. You can get the same troll, only with better growth chances, and he will become much more powerful. This guy simply trolled it. Okay, that was nice. So, as I said, I have no idea exactly how this works. If anyone sees the live stream or the video once it gets posted on my YouTube channel, please leave a comment. I will probably look it up, but I am still curious to see how it works. It's just pretty much random from what I've seen. Sometimes it can do gigantic damage, while sometimes it's barely even tickling the weakest creatures. So yeah, that's kind of confusing. Okay, so as I said, this cave is quite good at gaining some experience too. With these nice boys giving up their lives quite quickly. Yeah, so again, as you can see, he actually hit that spider 2 times and barely did nothing to it. And then he's just gonna come over here and probably strike this one whose arrows could be hit in one strike. Apparently no.
I will drink your blood.
Yeah, so strange. But still, not bad. I would prefer to actually get a legendary mace for him though. I find those much more useful for the trolls. Unfortunately, on this map, you don't have a big variety that you have on the Isle of Sipta. There are some really nice maces over there, which can be game changers. You don't even have to wait for a really high level. Again, if you want to take a look, I've already posted some videos from a playthrough on second map as well. Only most of the time I've been doing it at a fast pace, so it can be annoying when you're a new player, or at least I know it would be annoying for me. Instead of actually exploring, going straight away for something, it takes some of the fun of the game, to be fair. So yeah, not necessarily the best thing to do. Okay, now it's time to play with Mr. Boss. Over here, or Ice Boss, or Adam Boss, or whatever it is. I have no idea. Okay, so I really hate that attack. It's not only damaging you, but it's also giving corruption. Fortunately, it seems like my troll is actually doing a lot of damage. So after all, he is leveled up to the maximum level, which is 20. I did mention in some previous videos that's the cap level for trolls. Honestly, the reason why I managed to level this guy up so quickly is because he is part of the Dafari cannibals. Otherwise, it would have been a lot harder. Okay, so I'm having another problem. Yeah. Fortunately, since we're close to home, he doesn't really need any food, so I can just grab once over here. I'm actually unhappy about this one. Yeah, so basically when you're getting a legendary, well, when you're getting a skeleton key, and then you're unlocking a legendary chest, it can either be a weapon, it can be a bow, or it can be a shield. Now, in my case, I'm not that much of a fan of a bow, because I'm not playing that style. If I remember well, you should invest quite a lot in this, in agility. Yeah. So, yeah, it is an agility weapon, so I'm much more a fan of Vikings and playing with Oraxes than playing with bows, which is why I'm not interested in the damage. This one, for example, it does less damage, but the arrows I'm using for it have the same effect, whether I'm using them with this bow or with a legendary bow. Still, don't get me wrong, you can easily use it. After all, any extra damage is better than dealing less. You never know when you just need that extra little punch to deal with the boss. Okay. Come on, my friend, move already. Let's see. Okay, so I'm quite close to level 16, that's good. And I know exactly where to grind it. Yeah, so as I said, there is a huge difference between a legendary powerful weapon and the ones you can craft, or some of these that you can find. Although, to be fair, they are useful. Come on, my friend, run already. We're nearly home. Yeah, so one of the things that is usually bothering me and bothered me from my first playthrough is the fact that you gain corruption, and it's a permanent effect unless you have someone to deal with it. As you can see, both my stamina and my HP are suffering because of that corruption. So I did cover this in one of my previous videos, but just in case, I will show you again how to get rid of it. A dancer, performer, entertainer, whatever they're called, you need to stand close to them and you will gain that temporary entertained buff. And while that is happening, the corruption is removed. As you could see, this guy did quite a fast job. Okay, where the Pikachu is here. Okay, so as I said, it's time to get the war party done. Now, I did reach level 58, so I will have a quick look to see what else I can unlock. I will definitely need those. I will definitely need that. Definitely need that. These I'm not much of a fan of. You can basically get them unlocked later on. Not wasting on those. This one is quite advantageous to unlock, the Greater Wheel of Pain. Usually when I do it, it's not for the Greater Wheel of Pain, it's for the Steel Truncheon and for the Leather Bindings. And this playthrough, I'm not going to unlock it just yet, and the reason is there is an event right now. Let's see where I left them. I think it's over here. Yeah, and I already had the very, very, very good truncheon and a very good binder. Oh, no way I'm touching them. Let's see. Okay, so apparently I did manage to get my hands on quite a lot of useful things. Now I do need to find some space for them. My friend over here is going to help me. Okay, so basically these go in here. As I mentioned, I did get some of these from before. Now I do another set of the armor I'm wearing now for my second throw. I've got plenty of elephant hides, which is good. Some more of these to drop. Again, I did collect some of these, which is amazing in my case, because they will be very helpful. Yeah, so there are some nice mushrooms called puffball mushrooms. Unfortunately, I don't have any place close by to immediately go and harvest them, so I'm doing that, and then I'm crafting these, and then I'm crafting some noxious gas arrows, which are very, very useful. Now, I did unlock this one, but I will need to upgrade the alchemist bench, otherwise it's no point in using it. Okay, so I did mention this before. If you have purple lotus and crimson lotus powder, also some alchemical base, and of course glass flasks. You can craft these, the tears of Guya, or Guya, call them whatever. If you're using one of these, you will see your follower gets extra damage. Well, your followers, not only one of them. Okay, these can stay here. Yeah, so it's quite annoying sometimes when you're coming back with lots of things and you don't know which one to take care of first. I'll try to do it as quickly as possible. Okay, now this is going to be used by one of my neutrals and I will give it an improvement. Also, I will need 5 of these. Let's see. So these were the arrows that I mentioned, the noxious gas arrows. They don't have that much health damage. The armor penetration is also not that great. On the other hand, they will act as a toxic fume and stay there in the area for a while, which is quite useful when taking on some strong opponents which take damage from poison. This one stays here. Yeah, so I actually remembered. Now I can get myself one of these bad boys. I've showed in one of the previous videos where exactly you can get the knowledge. It's up here at Medcamos' Spire. And I also mentioned that you don't really need to have the same parts. So you don't need to have stone all over the place. You can have, like I have now, a lightning rod, guardian head, a stone arm, and a crystalline arm. So now I can actually summon it. You can actually use it as a follower, but the tricky part when it comes to golems is that you're not able to heal them. Also, an effect of summoning them, you will gain some corruption. Okay, so basically you can have it follow you. If not, you can just give it a place to guard. Let's see. Okay, so since this guy has a small arm, he will be able to harvest stones. You just need to place them over here. The harvest part, because of the fact that he has a stone torso, he only has 5 inventory spaces. If you get an iron torso, you will get 10 inventory spaces. If you get crystalline one, you will get 15 inventory spaces. Now, you do have to move him somewhere close to the resource. In my case, I want to get him over here. The annoying points away. Come on, just follow me. Sometimes, as I said, the game can be tricky. Wait, come over here. Okay, and we can stand guard over here. Now, he is getting those stones from somewhere. I have no idea where from. And at the moment, I'm not even interested where he's getting them from. That's his problem. Let's see. I think I need to get some extra food for my friends over here. Because I do have the seeds. I don't have the plant fiber. Now, to get rid of these. So, yes. So sometimes food can actually be a great advantage to you. As you can see, if you eat some salted pork, you will get some damage. There are some dishes that will give other bonuses. Oh, nearly forgot about this guy. So now they're not dying anymore, which is good. Basically, when the cobra hatchling was an egg, it had a timer of 24 hours. I had to place it over here in the compost heap to make it 1 hour. Then I forgot about it. And usually if you leave it there, it will expire quite quickly. But fortunately, it seems that this guy didn't choose to do it. So I'm happy. Now, I think this meat was enough for him to start growing. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, so I did mention this elixir. Now, in order to get more of that powder, you can just place flowers in here. Okay. So, as I mentioned earlier, this can be annoying sometimes. Getting all of the items sorted out. So these can also be used to open the portal to a dungeon. So if you get a chance to grab some, don't hesitate to do it. They are useful. There you go, my friend. Have your food back. Okay. So I do need that armor. I just crafted. And so the Tinker's Bench is actually what helps you craft improvements. As you can see, you will have to unlock them though, but they are worth it. You can actually make these a lot better. Okay, so as I mentioned, I do have plenty of these guys ready. I've already knocked them down some time ago. But you need some with nice growth chances. Now, since I'm focused on them having vitality and strength, I need both of those to be close to 20. So, to 100, sorry. So basically, this guy has the best chances of that. And of course, I will upgrade his weapon. There you go, my friend. You can have some food. Now, remember to actually get his behavior set. Otherwise, you might end up with him chasing too much or not doing something. Okay, I should have a sickle somewhere around here. It's best said I should have it. It would be even better if I remember where I left it. I just hope I didn't recycle it. Ah, there we go. Okay, so for the moment I don't need any bow. Again, sometimes the game can be glitchy and it will make some things disappear. Most of the time they will reappear. Sadly, there are times when they don't do so. Okay, so as I said, this is a very good source of food. The duo. I'll just get some more plant fiber to make some twine. I will need it later. Craft armors or to do various things. Not to mention that I do need to fix my annoying torch, which for some reason always decides to finish its durability when I actually need it. Okay, so I think I already saved some bees over here. I will need them later. I really don't need those. And as I said, more twine is welcome. Now I can take my second friend over here. Yeah, so you can see you can have two of them. And if you want, you can have a third follower. That's going to be a mount. Basically, if you have a rhino, you can go around and those two guys will come with you as well. In my case, I only use the mounts when I have to move camp or something like that, or go to a very big distance, especially on this map. The reason why I don't really use it on this map, sometimes it can be hard to reach places, like you've got these rivers and valleys and everything, and you might have to climb in order to save some time, and I don't really have time to watch my mount. When you have a mount with you, apparently all the creatures or enemies first tend to go for the mount, and then they go for you or your followers. I have no idea why that is happening. It's a bit annoying. Okay, so now we actually have plenty of food to share around. Yeah, so I'm going to try and use basically over here. I have a way of farming trolls, and that's kind of what I'm planning to do, farm a little bit more. And it's not necessarily farming them directly. Basically, what I want to do is get these, the ancient obolus, and then hopefully by using ancient obolus I might be able to get myself a blacksmith or an armorer, preferably a tier 4 like this guy named Trolls. I'll see just how lucky I am. So it appears that my friend over here, as you can see, is chasing crocodiles. Usually he's not that good. Yeah, regarding Tugra, you can see this one is leveled up at 20 with plenty of perks and things like that. This one is just starting his journey, but on his first leveling he did quite good, getting both vitality and 2 strength points. I'm actually impressed with him. So I'm actually using this location over here to also level them up and myself a little bit. As I said, I am planning to reach that level 60 in this live stream. Okay, again it seems that he leveled up, but he didn't level up the vitality, although he did a good job getting 2 points in strength. So I can't say much since he's doing a decent job. Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to come to this area is get experience from these guys, the rock noses, which are quite annoying early on in the game. They can damage you,
I will feast upon you.
take on quite a lot of hits from iron weapons, but once you level up to steel or hardened steel or anything stronger, or even better if you go with some legendary mace, you can make them regret. As you can see, my friend over here managed to level up again. So up till now he's actually doing very well in strength. He's getting 2 points for each, which means he will deal a lot of damage. He's not doing well with that vitality though. Yeah, so As I said, there is currently an event. Witch Hunt, Sorcerer Hunt, I can't remember the exact name. I always forget it. And the main focus of it is to get some sorcerers. I'll show you in a couple of minutes exactly what I'm talking about. Or to at least get sorcerer skulls to this location. Yeah, so first I'm gonna take my friends over here and hunt some rock noses. There's quite a few of them over here. And after that I will go by myself after some
Your heart will be eaten.
come here. Yeah, so sometimes if you get damaged, I was damaged by an archer earlier, these guys will try to kill them. It's not always the best idea. Okay, once again, I have no idea how they are able to deal so much damage. They weren't dealing that much before. I've actually fought bosses that didn't damage me so easily recently. But as you can see, they do give you plenty of experience points. Okay, so this guy was again nice to level up. This time it wasn't 2 points in strength, but he did get one more vitality, so that's useful. Now, just like many other things in the game, and as I mentioned before, these guys do graph tier 4 fighter, which can actually knock down above me. I see, you can see him over there at the top. They are not excellent with HP, so if you need a tankier follower, you will have to find some better faction than the Dafari cannibals. Like I said, don't get me wrong, they are quite strong, especially when it comes to dealing damage. They have something called damage modifier, which basically allows them, which is at a high level, and allows them to deal quite a lot of damage. Yeah, so there's a second version of them called the Cannibal Brute. This guy was actually waiting for me for some time over here. Okay, so as I said, going back to the event, they've got these, the slavers. This is one of the good locations to go for that event, because you will have these guys, the sorcerers, are easily to can easily be knocked down. Wait. Bye bye. Yeah, so you just have to use your rope or bindings, grab the man, bring him over here to the cages, interact with the cages, and as you can see, you're getting ancient obulus, you're getting gold coins, silver coins, you're getting some type of food. I don't need that one. You're also getting alchemical base, which is not so easily to get. And then if you've already killed a lot of sorcerers, because sometimes you want to kill them, you can bring their skulls over here. And again, you will get some resources. Sadly, you only get 5 pieces of ancient obulus, and you might get some other things, but they're not as valuable as actually getting a live sorcerer, as you could see. Again, there's another sorcerer over here, so I'm going to go after that one too. But first I'll just clear the mobs. Again, I have no idea why my stamina is so bad. I've actually invested quite a bit in it. It's still bad.
Yogg, what was that?
Okay. Okay, so from time to time you are going to have some named sorcerers if you want, and I actually want one. I have a tier 3, this one is a tier 4. They don't necessarily do something extremely different, but I just want to have named trials. So you can just bring them to your Wheel of Pain and make them suffer while they get converted into being your trolls. Okay, so sadly now I have to go to another location. Fortunately for me, there's plenty of opportunities nearby. Now, when it comes to actually going for trolls, especially since I'm going after the Dafari Exile, the Dafari Cannibals, sorry, they are quite weak, so if I have my trolls with me, they will probably kill them before I get the chance to knock them down. So my advice, if you are planning on getting named trolls, this is one of the ways to do it. Get yourself a truncheon, that's very good. In my case, I was lucky that currently the event is going on. If there's no event, as I said, especially at this level, you will have where the Pikachu was it? Yeah, so you will have this. You can unlock the Greater Wheel of Pain and then get the Steel Truncheon. On top of that, when it comes to the weapon section, you've got the Master Weaponsmith, and as you can see over there, there's plenty of stuff. What you're going after is the Advanced Blunted Weapon Fitting, and that one will increase the concussive damage. As you can see, this one is dealing concussive damage. It doesn't really deal health damage, so you can actually knock down these guys easily with even with the Steel Truncheon. So you don't have to worry that much about it. Well, as you can see, there are some nice-ish armor these guys have. Basically, early in the game, if you don't want to craft your own armor, since you can defeat them even with stone weapons, you can come over here and grab the armor from them. It doesn't have much durability, it doesn't offer too much armor value, but it will give you strength damage. Early in the game, your main protection is this, which doesn't really do much, so that would be actually worth it. Okay, come on over here. So I was hoping for much better slaver. I was lucky at some point, I even got a named one. see there are some sorcerers. There's actually 3 of them over here. This one is quite annoying. Yeah, so I will leave him over here for the moment. Okay, you can always get their skulls. You can take these, the failed sorcerer spell pages, and check what's inside that. Now, in this case, it's not really helping me, so I don't care about it. Okay, there will be some more enemies. This is actually one of the biggest camps outside this one, the summoning place. Which is the biggest. Okay, apparently I wasn't lucky to get a failed sorcerer spell page over here. Sometimes they spawn in there. The good thing is, as you can see, you can sometimes find die packs and other stuff in this place. Another good thing you can find over here is these guys, the Dafari bearers. My advice is to take those supply materials from them.
I go to the great
They will be very, very useful. Again, we have a sorcerer. Oh yeah, and this is one of the reasons why you want to kill sorcerers. Whoa, I'm very lucky this time. And they're not necessarily the most important bits of golems or guardians, but getting 3 of them at the same time, and they're all iron, is actually worth it. Again, don't forget to open up those things that they have. This is the main, let's call it, resource you're looking for, because it will give you the chance to upgrade your spells after you learn sorcery. Again, you'll find the items related to them. Now, there was supposed to be a sorcerer that was knocked down over here. Sadly, sometimes they disappear. Now, you can actually go a little bit further from there. Something like this. And basically now when I'm going back, that guy should be back there. Or at least I hope so. Yeah. So this camp is actually quite good because you can get 2 skulls and a 3rd sorcerer. So you can actually get 60 ancient obulus for this event. If that if the slavers were closer to this place, then you could actually get all three of them, and that would have been better. With the slavers being so far, if you simply just knock down all three of them, when you get back, there's already going to be the camp is already going to be full of respawned NPCs, so basically you would be wasting your time. So you can go like this. Okay, this guy goes here. Now this camp over here respawned. Same did that one at the top. And more than that, the rock noses down there respawned. So I can actually grab my guys over here and get some more experience for all of us. Well, for two of us, because this guy is already level 20, he won't be able to get any more. Yeah, so this is, as I said, a very good location, especially now that you have the event going on. But even without the event, it's a good location because I actually found myself quite a few named trolls in the area. You can always have this guy, Tugra, as a guaranteed spawn, so you can get plenty of warriors. This one is quite decently growing. As I said, those growth chances being, let's see, 79 are actually helping quite a lot. On the other hand, I am annoyed, very annoyed, by the fact that grit is barely increasing stamina. As I said, I didn't play for a few months, so I don't remember exactly how it was before, but I don't remember it being so bad. 4 points invested, basically I barely got any extra stamina. Okay, so as I mentioned in the title of the video, this is a grinding video. So I'll do different types of grinding. And now for the next part, I'll just have to leave my followers over here and go back after some more sorcerers by myself. Yeah, so you can alternate actions like I'm doing right now. Basically, you can get yourself some trolls in here. If you want more Tugras, for example, you can just pop them in here, because he is the guaranteed spawn in that camp. You can just have a collection of them. As I said, he is excellent at leveling up because he's part of the Dafari cannibals. Which means he will level up a lot faster. Whoa. Bye bye. Okay, so let's see. Again, it's nice to get that ancient obelisk. Even better after I get some
Coming
more.
to the light, shy shadow.
And I will show you exactly why in a few seconds. Well, a few minutes. I still need to clear out this camp. Yeah, so fortunately here there's a random crafter. And this time it was just tier 1 sorcerer. Now, if I remember well, these guys might actually... he still has steel daggers. But he didn't deal that much damage to me. That's a good improvement. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab another 2 graph for my collection. And then see if I can actually trade some of that ancient obelisk. I might actually have enough to buy myself a troll. Going for crafters. Yo, come over here, mate. Can do it. Okay, so with this guy you need to be a little bit careful. His strikes can be quite punishing. But if you are using something like this, the punishment comes from you, not from him. So keep an eye on the events. As you can see, they're actually worth it. You can sometimes get legendary truncheons from some legendary chests or from some bosses or something like that. Okay, let's see. Now, okay, so let's trade in those scrolls. Yeah, so just like I bought these, by interacting with my friend over here.
These captives have been found lacking in
say goodbye
sorcerer's
to him,
skill.
or you
and
can
have been set
purchase
aside
an
by our
worker
Lord.
or a combatant.
Still, their backs
Now,
are strong.
I already
may
purchased
prove
a
to have
worker
value
like
yet.
a few live streams ago.
I will trade you such
When I
captives
gathered
for
that 200 ancient
Abolai.
obelisks. And fortunately for me, it was tier 4 alchemist, which is something excellent to get, especially at random. Now hopefully I will get something else. And whoa, it's exactly what I wanted, an armorer. Okay, so it seems like I was lucky for the second time. Very lucky for the second time. At this point I want to gather more ancient obelisks to try my luck with some combatants. Okay, so you can also buy items from over here, as I said. Fortunately there's no limit on them, so if you want to get some more in case the event ends, you can always buy these. There are some armor schematics, there are some other schematics as well. I already got a couple of them, like the knowledge to build this, the Stygian Slave Wayne. I guess it's this one or something like that. I haven't tested it yet. Okay, so now this guy is heavy. I will just drop him here with my friend. I do plan on getting at least another one, trying my luck. So it's back to farming those guys. See? Now, earlier in this live stream, I went over here to the archives, and there was an obelisk. There is another one over here. Now, there's also some annoying, but at the same time, good creatures for you to gain some experience from. As you can see, they're not difficult to defeat, and they will give you some decent experience. Might as well clear them out. You just need to make sure you don't drop in there. It's not safe inside anyway, but if you do drop, you will suffer quite a lot of damage. So basically, if you don't die from the fall, something in there will kill you. As you can see, there is a bone dragon over there. You don't want to mess around with that guy after taking a fall. And so I'm just gonna quickly use these guys to get myself some experience. As I said, I am aiming to get that level 60. And they are perfect for that. Although, to be fair, they did actually quite some damage on me. Now, over here, across this safari camp, there's an undead safari camp. Basically, there's going to be a couple of skeletons that belonged to Safari when they were alive. Again, they have some decent experience, and just like the skeletons from the Unnamed City, they will usually drop something decent. Okay, like these mushrooms, which I usually like to have around. Again, they will be either archers or fighters. I really do hate archers. As you can see, they can get that crippling effect on you. Just like before, they won't deal too much damage, and they will give you plenty of experience points. So if you're in the area over here, unfortunately it's not a marked location on the map, even if you visit it, like some other locations are, but it's actually worth giving it a try. Okay, so now I'm going after these guys again. I'm gonna get myself another sorcerer knocked down and the other two killed. And of course, some experience by killing the entire camp. Yoo-hoo! And so one of the reasons why I'm dragging these guys outside is because I'm hoping for one of those slavers to even higher tier. Unfortunately, again, it's just a tier 1 slaver. Yeah, I'm not very happy about that. Down you go, boy. So I really hate that crippling effect. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sorcerer, for your donations. Now, this time I actually found quite a lot of useful things. Sadly, these are quite heavy, so I'm not going to take them, but it's nice to see that there are moments when a lot of them drop. Yoo-hoo.
What was that?
Again, the pillars are useful for those supply materials. This guy is useful for his call, mostly. Yeah, so as I mentioned last time I was here, there might be moments when they drop, like the sorcerer that was here before, they will drop 3 golem or guardian pieces. There are also moments when they simply refuse to drop any of those. It happens. So I will need these later, so I will take them. Let's see. Yeah, this guy disappeared again. So again, same procedure. As you can see, I really don't know what happened there. Yeah, the game can be quite glitchy sometimes. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't think the devs can actually do something about this because it's not happening all the time. It's happening from time to time. So issues such as this one, where this guy not only is in the air, but it's also separated, can occur. Yeah, so again, my sorcerer is respawned, so I can take him back to the slavers and then go after 2 more sorcerers. That will actually give me enough ancient obulus to buy another troll. So pretty soon I will be able to also reach that level 16. Now, I don't know if I actually mentioned this before, because I was talking about experience and farming experience. If you take your trowels with you, as far as I know, as far as I remember, you suffer any penalty in experience. Basically, it's not shared. Everyone gets the same share. So it's nice to farm it with your trolls. So don't be shy, just take them on an adventure with you. Especially like I'm going now after the rock noses. Now, no one is actually making you take followers. In my case, I prefer to level them up on creatures like these guys and then use them on bosses. Because sometimes that boss fight, you might win it alone. It will take a longer time. You might not even be able to win it without these guys. And if you get some decent weapons for them, they can actually be devastating. You can give them some combinations of weapons that can deal damage over time, and those will actually be very, very bad for your enemies. Okay, so my friend decided to level up quite well in both vitality and strength. That's good. I'm still not extremely happy about him. He's doing better than the other one. Still, I'll have to see what his perks will be. Now, I did mention it before. Fortunately, with Age of Sorcery, the spells and everything coming to Conan Exiles, which is something that wasn't available when I started playing the game. It's also one of the reasons why I'm actually leveling up the Tome of Turak, the Tome of Spells, to unlock more. There's an elixir which allows you to randomly change those perks. So basically what this guy has, them perks in there: Jack of all trades, Cannibal, Fit. If you don't like them and you want to change them, you can create that elixir and feed it to your troll. In this case, I was very lucky, or better said, he was very sorry, he was very lucky in getting those. They are quite a good combination for a troll, especially since he didn't really gain that much HP by himself with growth chances. Oh yeah, you can actually do that if you're not happy with the perks. As I said, not so long time ago, before the Age of Sorcery, that wasn't possible, so it was really, really annoying. Okay, come on, mate. You can do it. Yeah, so, once again, back to grinding. Once again, it's something that I don't actually regret. Where the Pikachu did this one came from? Wait, where did you come from? Okay, so sneaking behind me, she gets a fatality.
Come, Shadow.
Yeah, so there are times when the game will not be so glitchy. There are times when, just like now, it can be annoying. Ooh. Wait a second. Okay, so that's a name. Ooh, I want both him the sorcerer. Yep, so as I said, you can actually get plenty of decent tier 4 trolls from here. So I haven't been farming or grinding the location that badly, and I'm doing very well. So okay, you got this one that's guaranteed 2 gram. So you can get like this one. You can get like a sorcerer from this second camp. At some point I got myself a tier 4 tanner. If you want to watch one of my previous live streams, again from over here I got a tier 4 carpenter, so basically it's really not bad. It's not bad at all, to be fair. Okay, let's see. Next comes the sorcerer. I don't need that ancient obulus. Now the main reason why I want it is because I want to test it, what kind of combatant I can get once I get to 100, and I did get. Okay, my friend, let's see. And oh, perfect. Yeah, so yeah, that's perfect. This one is also a named fighter. Thing is, he is a lot stronger than these guys. I'll just wait until I get back to my camp. And then I will show you the exact difference. Meanwhile, I'll just take the guys for a run over here. I'm just going to try to get me up to level 60, sorry. It's going to be much easier with them fighting the undead hyenas. Although they're not dealing as much damage as I am.
Will have your soul.
Basically, I think I will need to tweak my attributes a little bit. Usually I'm not much of a fan of that berserker perk. On the other hand, having that endurance perk over here and having the stamina regenerating 25% faster is more useful. I might as well do that. Yeah, I didn't really mention this before, but fortunately,
Your heart will be eaten.
you unlock alchemy. I'm not sure if it's the first one. The first alchemist bench. Okay, so yeah, once you unlock the first alchemist bench, you will also unlock the potions of bestial memory and the potions of natural learning, and they can reset either your attribute points or your knowledge points. Sometimes you might even find those potions on some demonic opponent. They can be hyenas, they can be basically an animal, crocodiles, things like that. Not all the time you will get those. I think most often I got them from rock nose or something like that. So yeah. And sadly they do expire after quite a few minutes, so they're not worth it because you cannot keep them, which means that it's better to make them yourself. Once I get back to my camp, I can actually show you what you need for it. It's not necessarily something hard to get. Oh, nice. Nice, my friend. Okay, so these are not quite easy to get your hands on early in the game, or even at this point, unless you're going to some more difficult area. So getting them over here is not bad. Now I will attempt something that I'm not sure it will work. I will try to knock down a sorcerer before these guys get to kill him. It's going to be tricky, because trying to get trolls or knock down trolls with your followers being ready to kill everything is harder. Unfortunately for me, they don't seem very active at killing. Whoa.
Dog will have your soul.
Yeah, so sadly, actually, I have no idea what they're doing right now. Like they're not even trying. The other hand, I did find. Don't kill the slaver. Don't kill the slaver. Perfect. Okay, so I actually wanted a slaver that's better here. I can just use the sorcerers. Again, it's nice to find some golem parts. Sadly, not so good of a result over there. So this time I'll just have to be happy with sorcerer's calls. I did get myself a better taskmaster by getting a tier 2 slaver. Now I will be able to get yeah, so basically the taskmaster or the slaver, they can reduce the time when placed on a wheel of pain, of course. They can reduce the time it takes for you to convert one troll. So basically it can be quite a big difference once you have a tier 4 one, but even from tier 1 to tier 2. There's still some time saving, so definitely worth it getting a better one. Come on, my friends, you can do it. You can do it. Kill some hyenas for me. Or don't. Okay, so they don't want to do it. No problem. Yeah, so as I was saying, the slavers or the taskmasters, they can decrease the time when you place them. Like I have this guy over here who is tier 1, but they can also help you with increasing the durability of items in the torturer's work table. So basically, the higher the tier of your taskmaster, the higher the durability of your truncheon or your bindings will be. And also, if I remember well, it will slightly increase the concussive damage as well. Okay, so finally I have reached my goal of getting to level 60. 1, 2, 3, and perfect. Okay, so even though I took it quite slow, I did manage to finally get this. Now I actually managed to get both my armor and stamina increased. So I guess this is why I remember that you can get a decent increase in stamina because of that extra 20 from the perk. So now it makes it much easier for me to get that combination, that combo, which actually deals more damage. And so while I do not need that experience, my friend over here still needs some. Although, to be fair, he did level up quite nicely. So, I'm actually impressed by him. Okay, I really don't need these. Really don't need these. Yeah, so basically due to the event, Sorcerer Hunt, once you open one of the supply packs carried by sorcerers that you kill, you will get those bindings and the truncheons to encourage you to do even more sorcery hunts. In my case, the encouragement comes from the items that you can buy using the ancient oblus. So before I go for my camp, I will smash these guys again and take their sorcerers. Because for some reason the cows you are getting when you're buying, they're actually tier 4. I don't know if I was lucky or that's actually what's supposed to happen. anyway, it's actually worth it, especially for armorers and things like that. You will need to grind a lot later on, and events such as this one will actually help you save a lot of time on grinding. Okay, so that's
I will
here's
drink
the
your
armorer,
blood.
apparently. Might as well knock him down. Get him for like a secondary camp. After all, we won't always start taking them all over. Maybe forgot about this. Basically, if you already have 4 trials in here on the Wheel of Pain, you cannot bring another one, even if they're already converted. So you will need to remove the ones that are converted. And then when you interact with this, it will go after the next one. Okay, let's take my friend the sorcerer. Get some more ancient Tobulus. Come on, mate. Get over here. Bye-bye. Yeah, so as I was saying, this event is actually surprising me quite a lot. Not only did I manage to get named crafters immediately and what I needed, but I also got Janosch, named fighter, which is not so easy to get in this area. Well, it's impossible to get him in this area because you actually need to come somewhere over here, and you cannot find him just like that. It might actually take some time. I will take this guy with me and all the resources. Take the guys back. Okay, so level 60, that's not bad. Since the ancient Tobulus is being used just for this event, I will leave it here. And then later when I come back to grind some more trials, I can do that. Yeah, so again, getting the combatants, getting Janosch or Janos, or call him whatever, is pretty good. Unlike these two, he will level up quite hard, but once he does it, he will be a powerhouse. Now, it does depend, because exactly like they have their differences when it comes to growth chances in attributes. You can see they are different. He might actually have some bad ones, so basically he is a named fighter, but he might not necessarily be the best version. I guess I'll just see that when I place him on the ground. Now, I do want to invest some knowledge points as well. Well, unlock a couple of things. I'm quite happy that I got that armorer, the named one, the tier 4 one from the slavers, because that's a huge advantage. Well, okay, let's drop some golem parts over here. Some more golem parts over here. Okay, now when it comes to this guy, the Taskmaster, I could either have him in here, but I can just place him on the Torturer's work table. Starting tier 3, the Taskmaster or Slavers will also offer some chain bindings. Okay, so these, the bindings of the dead, I really don't want to craft. It's too expensive for my tastes. Okay, ladies, which one of you? That one. This one. Okay, so make armorer. Basically, not only he will help you craft these and improve them by quite a lot, any of them, he will also unlock some special items, which can sometimes be very useful. Let's see. Okay, so I already have a tier 3 cook. Now I just want to see, basically this guy has these recipes. This one doesn't really add that much. But it's not bad. Okay, in front of you has the sorcerer, not you. So as I mentioned, I did have a tier 3 sorcerer. Now let's see. There is a major difference. Yeah, so basically there's no difference. You can still craft the same things. The only thing, I think he can actually craft them a little bit faster, so that's an improvement, but not necessarily a huge improvement. This one stays over here. You stay over there. You stay over there. Okay, so apparently I did make quite a lot of gold coins. Not bad, to be honest. I do have these as well, which are quite valuable. But then again, I did manage to save quite a lot of them by killing sorcerers, so it's quite useful. I can actually craft some more noxious arrows, which will be also useful. Now, coming back to these, after killing the bearers, I did show them before. If you find an area where you get like more bearers in the same place, usually over here in this area where the pirates are gathering, there's 2 or 3 of them, so you can get plenty of supply materials. When you use them, you will get some resources. In this case, it wasn't necessarily the best, but it's not the worst. Farming bones is not so hard. Farming feathers is annoying sometimes. Okay, so you can actually get alchemical base. You can get ivory. I'm not keeping that one. And you can get plenty of crystals, more alchemical base, and some bear pelts, which again are very useful. Now I'll drop these here. The feathers are mostly used over here, crafting new arrows, but they can sometimes be used to craft pillows and things like that, decorative stuff. Okay, this one stays here, this one stays here. Okay, so the reason why I placed all of these over here is that once you reach level 60, which I have reached, you can go to armors and unlock the Exiled epics. I'll also unlock this one. Now, when it comes to epics, you might have some that are unlocked already. In my case, most of them are unlocked by the fact that I have some DLCs. So, this one is good to unlock by yourself. This one is also good to unlock, Master Armorsmith, because it will allow you to craft thick armor plating over here. It will require some thick leather, but it will give a lot of, well, more armor value than the normal armor plating. So basically, this is kind of the best thing you want for your armor. Now, once I did unlock the epic armors, you will unlock these. The hardened leather, which is used to craft epic armor. Basically, they are used for this, for the perfected heavy paddings. Unfortunately for me, I did kill the bosses in the Unnamed City, and they dropped some. So I'm already able to craft some of those. As you can see, the requirements are also including parts such as hardened steel. Fortunately, when it comes to hardened steel, you can farm some of it over here. If not, you will need some black ice, one of the rare resources of the game, and some steel in order to make that hardened steel yourself. The furnace, so it can be tricky. As I said, I already have some pieces over here. Now, there is an improved version Armorer's bench. I've just unlocked it. You will find it over here. I just need to remember which one is it. Yeah, so this one, Garrison Armorer's bench. As you can see, it will require some valuable resources, but I already have most of what I need to make them. So in order to get the hardened bricks, you need the bricks and you need the stone consolidant. I've already done that for a journey. Now I do remember there should be this one, Master Armorer. Yeah, so basically you can use the fluid press to obtain oil. Usually you can either drop fish or you can have some seeds in here. The seeds will not give you a lot. The fish will not give you a lot. If you want oil, the best thing to do is to get named or tier 3 alchemist, and it will unlock this recipe where you use ichor and bark, and for each piece of bark and ichor you will get 5 pieces of oil. So that's the best thing you can do. Now why you need the oil is exactly this. The hardened leather recipe. Okay, so I'll actually need that armorer bench placed for this. Also, as you can see, you will need insulated wood. Insulated wood requires dried wood and resin. Usually you need to place wood in here, some bark, which is the fuel. After some time it will get converted into 2 pieces of dry wood, 1 piece of resin, and then you can bring them over here and get insulated wood. I already have it. Now when it comes to this, you can either find it like I did on some skeletons, or you can have some steel bars and have your bench, or if you have a crafter it will go even faster. Transform it into what you need. Yeah, so basically I need 100 of those. I already have some thick leather. Now the reason why I want to craft that one is because it will actually save me some resources. So basically, instead of having to use, like in this case, 18 pieces of hardened steel, it will require less. Okay, so it will take some time. Most likely it will be in my next episode. As I said, it is an epic armor. Now, one of the main goals was to unlock this star metal pickaxe and replace this one. Again, you can actually go for the improved bench, but it's not worth it because it will require 22 pieces. You can actually go for this Garrison blacksmith bench, although it's kind of hard to get your hands on that hardened steel. Well, at least with what I'm doing now. So it's a little bit tricky. But it will save you some resources. If not, you just need to go farm star metal. I will go after that at some point, just as a pointer. If anyone needs is playing the game and needs to know where to get it from, is in this area. But you will need to unlock some knowledge first, though. Let's see. I still need to unlock this one as well, so might as well do it. I'm not going to craft those, but I will unlock them. Same goes for the epic bows. Yeah, so basically you will need this, the special ammunition tree, and it's for the explosive arrows. Unlike most resources, star metal is basically metal from the stars. It's like a meteor shower happening in that area, and some meteors will fall on the ground. Now, once the meteors fall on the ground, you will need to crack their shell, and that's done with these, with the explosive arrows. Let's see, where the Pikachu are they? Okay, so as you can see, you do require the feathers, which is lucky for me that I got plenty of them. They require some dragon powder, which I already got from skeletons and skeleton bosses in the Unnamed City. Otherwise, you'll need to craft it in here. As you can see, it will require quite a lot of steel fire, as well as lots of crystals. Not so much brimstone, but again, you will need some. Also, you need to push for getting demon blood. In this case, it would be an inconvenience. So, as I said, when I was farming the bosses in the Unnamed City, it's actually worth it. Now, you can grab some tar from over here. And just drop it here. And now you can craft them. Now, fortunately, once you start crafting them, as you can see, for each piece, you get 10 arrows. So, for each combination of one iron head arrow, 3 tar, 1 dragon powder, and 2 feathers, you are getting 10 arrows. Usually you don't really need that many in order to farm a lot of star metal. Now, when I started playing, this wasn't dropped by skeletons, so it was harder to get your hands on. You actually had to go get it from the meteors. So in this case, basically the best thing you can do is actually get the pickaxe crafted, then get yourself over here. It's going to be cold, so you will need some spicy food. So have a look over here what is spicy, like honey bread, or there are some spicy dishes. And make sure that you have plenty of spicy food. Yeah, there you go. There's plenty of spicy food. Otherwise you might freeze and die before you actually get what you need. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of those things to cover, but that will be in the next episode. Now, before I end this one, I do want to check what else I can unlock, and the best thing to do is go to this last tab. Now, as you can see, I don't really have that many points available, but you can always farm fragments of power and gain some more knowledge points. Now, I do want to unlock useful things. So, let's see. Well, basically at this point, this would be useful for me, this would be useful for me, because I am planning on visiting the frozen area of the map, and I can actually finally craft these. They make the food last a lot longer. I can actually unlock this one. So let's see what else. This armor is quite good, so you can unlock it. If you want a lot of storage space, these are good, the vaults. I'm not really bothered about it. You can unlock some fences if you want to start building. Yeah, so basically, as I said, you cannot unlock everything immediately, no matter how much you want to. However, if you have these, you can just use one and you will get 10 points. Again, as kind of a spoiler alert, and at the same time something that helped me quite a lot, you want to save these, just like I did earlier in the live stream. You can go over here in the archives at the Library of Esoteric Artifacts and invest those into some scrolls, which will unlock various things such as spatula or this, but it will also unlock something called the Tablet of Power. And that Tablet of Power, if you want, you can take a better look. I have a video on how to use Fragments of Power and the Tablet of Power from a few months ago. Basically, by combining 5 of these, you can get the Tablet of Power. 5 of these will actually get you 50 knowledge points. The Tablet of Power, which is worth the same amount of Fragments of Power, will get you 60 points, so that's you getting 20% extra knowledge points. So in my opinion, it's best to actually invest them in that knowledge, and then once you get the knowledge, to start getting the knowledge points. It will help you save some of the grinding, and as I said before, this game can be quite grindy. Now, before I do finish, let's get these guys out. Okay, so we've got my friend Tugra over here, another copy. I'll just pop them in over here. Similar to him is the Cannibal Brute, only this time it's a lady, a very strong one. And then we've got Janosch. Now these guys are from the faction called the Dafari Cannibals. As you can see, they're pretty similar. Whoa! Okay, so this one is actually excellent because he has a 95% chance of growing in strength and 88 in vitality. So far he's the best of the Tugras I've got. She is also very, very good, so they are worth trained up. But as you can see, the game changes by a lot once you meet this guy, and he's not even from the strongest faction, but he is among the strongest. So not only he starts with 2000 HP, but he also starts with a strength of 30 and vitality of 10. Of course, the vitality is already reflected in its stats. I do have an issue, as I said, they are not always the best. Just because you get them, that 76% chance of strength growth is not necessarily the best. What disappoints me the most is the 58% chance in vitality, which means there is a high chance he might not get point in vitality once he levels up. So I guess I'll just have to farm my own Janoshes once I get to that area. On the other hand, you can see things are already changing because he will have hardened steel weapons and shields. And in my case, it's perfect because I can recycle them. But yeah, there we go. The difference between them is amazing. On the other hand, when it comes to Janos, he doesn't have the same damage multiplier as these two. So he might deal similar damage, but he's dealing that with a strength of 30. On the other hand, these guys are dealing a lot of damage with a strength of 15, for example, or a strength of 27. So basically, this guy is dealing a lot of damage with that 27 plus 2. This guy will be dealing less damage than him, even though he has that 13 strength. That's due to that damage multiplier. Yeah, so let's see if I got myself a nice snake. I left one to grow. Okay, so I did actually manage to get another pet in this video, and it's a cobra. Okay, so this one actually seems quite big. I remember they used to be a lot smaller. So I'm actually happy about the size right now. Yeah, so there we go. I actually finally got to level 60. I finally unlocked the epic armors, epic weapons, and star metal tools. I did manage to get some more legendary items. So I even got myself some named crafters, especially a named armorer, which is going to be vital in the next part. And this is pretty much everything for this video. And I'll see you next time. Now, don't forget, if you need any extra help with what I've done or some more advice, drop a comment and I will do my best to answer as quickly as possible. Of course, when I'm not working or things like that. And who knows, maybe someone else will help you, someone else that's watching the video. If not, some of these things you can actually figure by yourself in time once you get to play it for a little bit. So once again, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.